So, I usually like to start with a joke. I have no jokes. I'm going to wing it. My name's Paul Wintergers. Welcome to Fat Burn Anonymous. This is my 23rd challenge. I literally just made that. So, you sound like my brother's laugh. How's everybody doing? We're doing good? We're a small little intimate group here tonight. Let's do it in reverse. Let's do some fun stuff. Who's got questions? Who's got a cool goal this challenge they want to share? Anyone? Who has a goal this challenge? Bunch of people? My goal this challenge is to lose 2% body fat and to gain a pound of skeletal muscle mass at the same time, which has never been my goal, to do two of the same things at the same time. But we have some boosters this challenge that we've been experimenting with, and I think it may be possible with that. Frankie, we're recording?
Yeah.
All right, great. So, like I said, the first thing you want to do, we have a brand new portal for you guys to check out this entire challenge and beyond. So, if you haven't yet, take out your phones, go to fatburn.com/member and create a username and a password, and we're going to go through the portal together. I'm going to explain everything to you. I'm going to try to keep this all to 20-25 minutes. There's just a couple of main points that I want to handle. I'm not going to go into everything in the portal in detail because there's so much stuff. We would be here for well over an hour. So I'm going to hit the main points. I'm going to let you guys investigate the portal on your own time and just ask a ton of questions on the Facebook group. Chris, Jolynn, myself, Andrew will all answer them for you in the next few days, okay? So, who is logged in? Who needs to log in? Everybody logged in, raise your hand so I see kind of where we're standing. If you have trouble logging in, maybe ask whoever's next to you who already got logged in for a little bit of help. So as you guys are doing that, here's the two things I want you to keep in mind as you take in all this new information and the new spin on this challenge, which is the detox part, which we've never done before, and these performance boosters, which we're introducing to you guys, which is also new, because we like to do new things every challenge to keep things fresh. So I wasn't kidding. This is my 23rd challenge. Some challenges I really love. Some challenges I have not liked as much. But the cool thing about these is you can take bits and pieces of each challenge. Hello, just grab yourself a chair right here and get set up. And you can continuously add to the things that work, and even still the things that don't work for you. It's not a bad thing to know something doesn't work for you, right? So when it comes to supplements, having coached hundreds of people, Chris has coached hundreds of people, supplements is always a common question. 300? Fine. So this month you'll have a chance to experiment with some of those boosters, but having an expert to rely on to actually ask questions and get answers as you're going through it. And as I say that, everything about them is voluntary. You do not have to do the detox. You do not have to do any boosters. You could still go through this challenge kind of like the normal way, just by eating clean, working out the right way, and you'll still get a great result, okay? So, that's the first and foremost. You want to figure out what works for you. You want to figure out what doesn't work for you. And then the second thing I want you to keep in the forefront of your mind as you learn more information is, what out of this stuff that I'm learning can I make convenient enough to sustain? So challenge times are the times where we go hard, we want to get a result, and we want to maintain that result after it, and then stack that result on the next challenge. So if your goal is weight loss, you want to lose 20 pounds, 15 pounds this challenge. You want to keep it off through Thanksgiving. You want to keep it off through the Christmas holidays and the December holidays. And then you want to start the January challenge 15, 20 pounds lighter than you are now, right? The goal is not to go nuts during a challenge, gain it all back, and then go nuts during the next challenge. So figure out what from these things you can actually incorporate into your life that doesn't stress you out, right? Not waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do 6 5 a.m. classes during the challenge, so as soon as it's over, you go binge on Thanksgiving and you're back to 2-a-days after that, right? Those are the two things I kind of want to emphasize as we start this process. So, let's pull out our phones. Here's how I'm going to structure this. We're going to talk about the meal plans first, then we're going to talk about the supplements, and then we're going to talk about some of the bonus materials that we have in here, and then we're going to be done. So, Patrick, who's this? My wife. Decline. It's not going to go well. I'm saving time. Can you get the
right there, Paul. Right there.
The surveys?
Right there.
The surveys. All right. So just take one of these, pass it along. We're going to go through this. We're going to go through those after the meal. Okay? So What I've done in the past, and I learned from my mistakes, is I start with the most complicated thing, I blow everybody's minds, and you guys can't even concentrate when it comes to the simple things. So I'm gonna start with the simple things first, all right? Here's the easiest and most convenient way to do this challenge when it comes to the meals. If you guys look at your portal, why don't you guys go ahead and click into breakfast meals, and because it's on your mobile phone, you actually have to click into one and then maybe scroll to the bottom to actually see the video.
Virtual cookbook.
Virtual cookbook, you want to select, it says breakfast virtual cookbook, right?
Yes, all right.
There's a ton of breakfast recipes, there's a ton of lunch, there's a ton of dinner, and there's a ton of shake recipes. So, what you can do is pick the recipes that you want to use for this challenge, and you don't even have to worry about how to structure a fat burn meal because all the recipes are already done for you. There's a video for each one, there's quantities there. Pure is simple, like if you don't want to do any thinking, just follow a recipe. If you want to make it even more simple, all of the fat burn meals that we're going to be serving from this challenge are directly out of this portal. So these are the exact recipes, right? So, simplest way, here's how I'm doing it. And I'm going to show you the structure in a minute. Actually, let me show you the structure first so this makes sense. Go up a little bit and go to understanding your meal plan. Then you're going to click, and if you're watching this on replay, just make sure you have your phone out and you're listening to me, but you obviously don't have to watch, you know, such a good-looking guy here in the middle of all these people. Look at your phone first, and yeah, exactly, good. I told you I didn't have jokes prepared. I know you're here, Davey, so we'll see what we get from you. After you click into Nutrition Resources, scroll to the bottom, and you're going to see some levels broken down by weight. Under 150, 150 to 174 with the corresponding level. Just go ahead and click into any one of those or the one that relates to you and download one of those sheets.
Hold on, let's go.
Second, I'm lost.
You rewind?
Yep, I can rewind.
You said go, first it was breakfast virtual cookbook, then you went to understanding your meal plan.
So underneath understanding your meal plan,
Nutrition plan overview.
you're going to click into Nutrition Plan Overview, then you're going to scroll to the bottom, and then you're going to see a bunch of buttons. The first one says less than 150 pounds, level 2.
Got it.
Click into whatever one you need, and then you're going to download that on your phone. You can use a web browser to open up or however you do it. All right, everybody good there? If you're good, raise your hand. And if you're not good, just look at the person next to you because you don't have to flip out. Over here, we're not that good.
Nutrition resources.
You having problems? Okay. Yes.
Go to
You giving us some help, Dave?
fatburn.com.
What I want to show you really out of this whole thing is if you scroll below the acceptable foods, you're going to see breakfast, a shake, lunch, a tea, and then dinner. Hey, how you doing? I'm good, thank you. So, the structure of this meal plan for this challenge is 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, a protein-rich snack, which I have a whole list for you, which also could be a protein shake, and then we have a list of teas, and what I'm going to suggest is that you pick a different tea for every week to experiment with, and there's a whole guide on how to pick your tea as well. This is what I'm going to leave to the end, because this is the part where you have to do a little thinking, but what I did want to show you is breakfast, lunch, dinner, protein-rich snack, that's your 4 meals, and 1 tea. Make sense? Okay, so how we get to those, we'll leave to later. But for now, if you want to use the breakfast, lunch, dinner from the recipes, that's where I'm trying to get at. You could just simply pick one of the recipes and you're good for those. I'm going to show you where the list of protein-rich snacks are, and you can also use that. I'm going to show you where the list of teas are, and then you can also list that. So, if we're going in order of most convenient, here's how I am doing this challenge. Ready? I'm ordering 3 fat burn meals per day. I'm using 1 shake per day. Those are going to be my 4 meals. Unless my wife cooks one of the meals from the portal, then I won't do the shake that day. And then I'm doing 4 of the boosters, which I'm going to start from day 1, and my challenge is done for me. I know I'm not cooking. I know if she's nice enough to cook, I'm going to eat it. And if not, I'm just going to make myself a shake. That to me is sustainable and doable. I don't have to do much work, right? There's a couple things you have to invest when you're going to attempt to get a fitness result. Time, effort, or money. Time and money are on the seesaw. The more time you want to invest in something, the less the money goes down. The less time you want to spend, the more the money goes up. That's for you guys to determine how much you want us, another company, to do it for you, and how much time you want to use meal prepping, coming to the workouts, all that kind of stuff. In the middle of that is effort. So you're still going to need effort as well. Efforts during the workout, efforts to go to the grocery store, efforts to get your meals done, efforts to prepare. So that all is going to raise the level of your results, okay? So that's how we begin this whole journey. So let's dive back down now into the next session of this. So you can back out of one of those guidelines that you had there. Lunch, dinner, and shakes all make pretty good sense, right? So let's go back to the next category. There's one that says your nutrition resources. If you click into the resources overview and scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see we have a bunch of like 1-pager, 2-pager PDFs that help you guys out. This is the part I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to let you click in these and download them and research them on your own. There's tips here on how to meal prep. There's tips here if you're traveling during the challenge and how to eat out at restaurants. There's an eating out guide. And then there's a FAQ for most of the questions that normally come up. In addition to this, there are also workouts that you can do at home. So if you guys are working out 5 days a week at Fat Burn, that's great. All the way down to people who are working out 2 times per week at Fat Burn. There's workouts in here with videos and PDFs that you can print out that you can literally do from a hotel room. So that's all the stuff, nice, not one of the workouts. That's all the stuff that you guys can do on your own, okay? All the way at the bottom, back out one more time and click on bonus material and click into first lesson. This is where all the things for the challenge that are new are pretty much located, okay? So what I want to move on to now, after the meals, and then I'm going to come back to that 1-pager on the meal plan structure, is I want to have you guys fill out this survey to see which boosters you want to add to your challenge and to see if it makes sense for you to do that. All right, so here's the deal with the performance boosters. We have a company called Prestige Labs now that we've been forming a relationship with. Chris, myself, Jolynn, Andrew have been taking these products to vet them out before we recommend to you guys. I'm flying out to Texas to personally meet with the CEO and owner of this company in about 2 weeks. And the supplement industry is kind of like the wild, wild west because you don't know who you can trust and you don't know what the hell is in any of these products. The fact that I somewhat know these guys gives me faith to actually go ahead and try it at least for a month and to see how you guys like it and we like it. I like the way they develop their products. I like how they're opaque and honest about what's in them and why they do what they do. A lot of like the gimmicky stuff that you find at GNC and Vitamin Shop, they remove from the products and they give you the option to put in if you want them. And it seems like they have a lot of integrity with their company. So that's why we're in bed with them for this challenge, okay? Now, what they do is they give us 40% off because we're supposed to resell these products, right? We are giving you guys the 40%. So the cost of these supplements for Fat Burn, we are passing on to you guys, all right? So whatever login I gave you on that portal is going to take you to our back end where the prices are already discounted. You're going to see the retail price crossed out, and you're going to see the Fat Burn price. Even better is if you guys order at least 3 products with one of the coaches tonight. Andrew, Chris, and Jolynn are coaches. So every 3 products that they order, they get the 4th one for free. We also are going to pass that one on to you guys if you order it tonight. Okay? The detox, which we're all going to be doing during the 2nd week of this challenge, is a 7-day supplement, and it's the most expensive one. Okay? It's $100, but our price is $67. So, what I would suggest to you guys is as we go through this list, pick 3 that really can help you, order them with these guys tonight, and you'll get the detox for free. Okay? We even have a detox with us. Do you have it? So everybody who orders tonight, I'm going to just randomly choose one of you guys, and I'm just going to give you one of the detoxes that we have here to get that for free. All right? So I'm really pressing you because I think you should order them tonight so that you have them for the beginning of your challenge Monday. That's why I pressed for you guys to come here on Tuesday, and you can start from day 1 with everything that you need. All right? So these 9 questions are going to give you the boosters that stand out that you need the most. So what I ask of you to do is as we go through this, if this pops out as something that you're plagued with or something that you struggle with, just circle it. When you go see Chris, Jolynn, and Andrew later, they can answer your specific questions about these products, all right? So number 1, from time to time you get sudden food cravings or indulge in stress eating. If that's you, circle it. This is actually one of my favorite products because it replaces a craving. So who remembers from past challenges what I suggest to do when you have cravings at night?
Drink tea.
Drink tea, right? So now there's actually a specific product for this. Instead of just depriving yourself of a treat at night, you have something to do, which is actually formulated to combat late night snacking. It's pretty powerful. I think you guys can get extra results just from that. That's number 1. 2, if you have trouble meal prepping or eating healthy for every single meal of the day, this is where they would recommend their protein powder. I mean, we serve food. So to me, real food is always going to be trumping a protein powder. Plus, you don't necessarily have to get the protein powder from them, but you certainly can if you want to, okay? I'm going to be using 1 shake a day, so I need a bunch of protein powder for myself. Number 3, some days you struggle getting motivated to work out. This is the cool part of the pre-workout supplement that they have. Most pre-workouts in the supplement stores have a bunch of caffeine in them, and they get you all hyped up, jittery. Some work really well, some just give you weird feelings. They separate out the caffeine in this. So they have a pre-workout. It says step 1, step 2. The step 1 really just gets you kind of focused and zoned in, and then you can add in the caffeine if you want. And if I'm saying anything wrong, step in and let me know, because you guys probably know more about this than I
It
do.
comes with caffeine pills. So there's no stimulants or fillers in the actual pre-workout. But if you need an extra boost, it comes with a pill of caffeine pills, like equivalent to a cup and a half of coffee. And you guys can take that as the next step if you want.
So if you're at home and you don't feel like going to work out, or you're one of those people who go from work to home and then you don't leave home to get to the gym, if you get home and take this thing, you're not just going to sit home, right? You're going to go to the gym. So this is a pre-workout energy. It'll give you some motivation. It'll give you an excuse to get off your butt, get out the fat burn. Number 4, you get really sore or burnt out after working out, which can discourage you from going back. This one is going to be the amino acids, the intra for the most part. Anybody who's doing this challenge for muscle gain, I suggest you circle this one and take this one, because you're going to be using more muscle building classes and doing more weightlifting. Okay? Number 5, excess stress or lack of sleep are keeping you from feeling your best. This is called the sleep multiplier. Andrew, why don't you say a little bit about this one, or Chris?
Yeah, the sleep multiplier is actually one of my favorite ones. I don't really have trouble sleeping, but I feel like I'm never waking up at all during the night. I'm getting a really good sleep. When I wake up, I'm actually feeling refreshed. The whole idea of this is to enhance your recovery. So during your sleep is when your body repairs itself while you guys work out and everything. So if you do have trouble sleeping, this is a good product to take. Take within like 60 minutes of when you go to sleep. It has a little melatonin in it, so it'll make you a little bit sleepy. And then the whole idea is to increase your deep sleep, your REM sleep, which will aid in your recovery. So this way your results don't get delayed and it speeds that up.
So if you're one of those people who only sleeps 3, 4, 5 hours a night, this is also supposed to improve the quality of your sleep, right? So it can help you with that. Again, what are we doing here? Try these things for a month. If you like it, great. If not, no harm done, right? So 6, you've been dealing with bloating, retaining water, weight, or worried about your internal digestive health. This one is the cleanse. So if you guys are participating in the cleanse in week 2, this is the one you would be circling for that. The purpose of the cleanse is to clean out your kidneys, your colon, and detoxify your liver. That's what the supplements and the ingredients in this cleanse are meant to do, okay? If you're worried about going to the bathroom a lot during those 7 days, there is a tea, when we go through the tea portion, called Smooth Mood, that you can actually experiment with in week 1, just to see how your body reacts to that and ease yourself into it a little bit, so you're not shocked when you start week 2. Another thing you can do, which is the way I did it, is they recommend taking 2 of those pills for 7 days. So what I did is I took 1 pill on day 1, I took 1 pill on day 2, and then I started taking 2 pills on day 3, and I just stretched out the cleanse to 8 days instead of 7, but I just wanted to warm my body up to that a little bit. Okay? You have an event coming up soon that you want to look your best for. This is like for bodybuilding. Who has that kind of event coming up? Anybody? Chris? Jeff? Frankie? Anna?
Definitely not me.
Anna just got back from Germany, everyone, and she's super pumped up. Say something in German.
Gesundheit.
Okay, number 8, you are struggling with plateaus. You gain weight easily when eating carbs and regain weight easily after a dieting period. This is where you're going to use either the Burn AM or the EFA Hormone Optimizer. I would probably say, since this is a fat loss challenge, experiment with the burn AM. So do the burn AM in the morning, do the burn PM at night if you have cravings, use the pre-workout before your workout, throw in the detox, and that's a pretty good way to do a fat loss challenge if you ask me. Okay? The last one, you want to increase muscle tone and lose fat, but often struggle staying focused and seeing things through. This is the test storm, probably a lot more suited towards the guys and the women. You don't really want to be taking testosterone, even though you can. I think Jolynn is.
My
No?
husband's taking it right now.
What?
My husband's taking it.
Have you taken it?
No, I tried not to. No.
That's Jolynn's non-testosterone voice. But there are women who have given testimonials to the testosterone. If any girls are interested, come talk to us. We'll talk to you. Probably something for the guys, okay? So now you have your 9 suggestions. Pick your top 3 or go over to Chris, Jolynn, and Andrew in about 5 minutes if you want to get a head start. And you can ask them your questions, and you can actually go ahead and place the order with them tonight. They're going to put in the code, so you get that 4th thing free. You're going to get the 40% off, and we're going to give away that detox supplement in probably 10-15 minutes to anyone who's ordering tonight. Okay? So that's supplements. We're rocking and rolling. Let's go to the last section in that bonus material. Actually, I'll stop here and I'll pause for one moment. Does anyone have any questions on anything we've spoken about so far? Sweet. No questions. Good. Okay, so pop on back into the bonus section, and then download that and that survey that I gave you guys. If anybody is not ordering their supplements tonight, you can download it right in this bonus section where it says Prestige Labs, and you can do it at home too. And anybody watching at home, you guys can certainly do that as well. Get in touch with us tomorrow or Thursday and try to order these things sooner, not later, so you have them for day 1. The detox thing you don't have to worry about because we're not doing that till week 2 anyway. Right? Okay. Now go ahead and download those tea options. So the tea is slotted into your meal plan for once a day. If you want to do tea in the morning and you want to do tea at night, that's fine. If you want to do tea as a snack for when you do cravings, you can also use that as well. Can't really overdose too much on tea unless you have a caffeine sensitivity, but it's pretty, harmless. So I list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pretty harmless except for the smooth move tea. You don't want to overdose on that one. So here's what I'm doing with the teas. It tells you what these teas have going for them as far as benefits. So you can read through this list, just like we did with this survey, find some of the ailments that you struggle with, and then pick a tea for that week and see how that affects you. If you like it, keep going with it. I'm going to choose 4 different teas. I'm going to do 1 tea a week, and the teas you can literally just go to Amazon.com and buy yourselves. Go to CVS. They have plenty of these. Whole Foods have them all, and just choose 4 teas that you like. And like I said, if you want to experiment before the detox, try that smooth move out first. What am I doing? Slow down? And I'm Dan Bonnering it right now? Who got that one? One person got that. Nice. All right, so we got the teas down. We got the supplements down. We got the convenient meals down. The homework, who's new here? Who's their first challenge? A couple people. So there's also the opportunity for you guys to get points. Anna Ray, raise your hand. Raise it in German. Is in charge of putting you guys onto your teams. When it comes to your teams, all you have to do is let Anna know if you want to be on a competitive team or a non-competitive team. Competitive teams, we're actually going to match you with people like Joel, who want to win. And I think you guys have a couple people here who also want to win, right? If you really don't care about that, or you don't want the pressure on yourself to have to perform for any kind of teammates, then say that you want to be on a non-competitive team. There are plenty of people who share that same philosophy as you, and you can just kind of worry about yourself, but we'll still put you in the pool of points, and you'll still see yourself up there, your name on the leaderboard, and so on and so forth. When it comes to the homework, I'm going to send out emails every single day, and you have 20 opportunities to submit homework on Facebook. The way the homework works is there's 4 tranches. If you submit, 0 to 5, you get a quarter point. 6 to 10, you get a half a point. And you can get up to 1 whole extra bonus point. So what that means is if you lose 3% body fat this challenge and you do all your homework, it's like you lost 4% body fat because you get that extra point. The points work like this. The percentage of weight that you lose, so if you weigh 200 pounds and you lose 20 pounds, that's 10% of your body weight, you would get 10 points for that. Okay? Body fat percentage, we always look at it in percentage anyway. If you lose 4% body fat, you get 4 points for that. Muscle gain, we double. So if you gain 4% muscle, we give you 8 points for that. Then we add on your homework bonus points. That gives you your individual total. And then the 3 other people on your team, we add up all those points, and that's your team score, which goes towards the trophy. And then we have individual scores where people can win for weight loss, for fat loss, and for muscle gain. Make sense? So you're competing in all 3 regardless of whatever one you're going for, because you're getting points in all 3 anyway. Okay? So that's the homework. And then the last thing there is the high protein snacks. So if you click and download into high protein snacks, all I did here is I asked Chris for his favorite recommendations, Jolynn for hers, and Andrew for his. So you guys can go in there and you can see what these guys would recommend you do for your high protein snack, or you can use a protein shake, and there are plenty of shake recipes in the portal. So that's pretty much everything. Now, before I go and just tackle that one little complicated sheet at the end, the other things that I do want to not miss are, this says 42-day detox, right? But our challenges are usually 4 weeks, which is 28 days. So for everybody doing the challenges, everybody doing the challenge with regards to the competition, the points, the competition part of it, that is going to be 4 weeks. So your body comps that are going to count are going to start on Monday, and it's going to end on that Friday and Saturday of the 4th week, okay? What Andrew, Chris, and Jolynn have been doing is really dialing up the accountability that we've been giving in our nutrition coaching portion of Fat Burn Now, and we've tried it out with what? We determined that number today. How many people? I don't know.
54 per location, something like that.
So almost 100 people, they've been coaching already, and the results have been great, the experience has been great. So after the 4 weeks is over, we're ready to now roll it out to you guys. We're going to see if you want to continue for 2 weeks of the one-on-one coaching, and see if you like it. And then if you do like it, it's something that you can talk about with your coach and continue on. So that's going to make it the 42 days, but you don't have to do that, okay? You could just stick to the 4 weeks if you want. If you go on for the extra 2 weeks, it's going to take you through Thanksgiving. So that's something we'll get to halfway through the challenge, and then I will start asking who wants to be a part of that. And the first people who opt into that, because these guys can't handle everybody, will be the ones we take. I think we're going to take about 40 people, and the first 40 we'll divvy out to these guys. All right? So that's pretty much everything. The only thing we have left to do is just tackle that one pager, and I actually prefer if Chris explains it, and then we'll just do some Q&A, and then you guys can go ahead and order supplements and boosters if you are, and we're done for the night, okay? And then Andrew, why don't you guys go to the back table. Anybody who knows they want to do their boosters, go ahead and get started on that, so this way we're not here all night, and then we'll just do Q&A at the same time. You can probably cut this off if you want. Anybody at home listening, if you have questions, post them and email them to us, and we're going to answer those for you. All right? So any questions? And if you have questions,